Hey YouTube. Today is Sunday, January 26th, 8:40 p.m. And I'm not really sure what I want to talk about, but I know I want to make another video. Of course, my channel is about mental illness and other things about my life and how I'm doing. So I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I think it's important to reach out and be social because I'm definitely not social. I'm an introvert, so it does take some time and effort to make these videos. Um, my diagnosis is probably schizoaffective, and it's not easy for me. I've been on medication for like 20 years, and it just gets tiring to take medicine. Um, so it's something that I have to um, live with. So I just try to do my best. I think, I definitely think that it's genetic on both sides of my family. So mostly on my mom's side. And right now, I feel like I'm talking really fast. Uh, I'm not really manic, but I guess I'm excited about making this video and being able to communicate to the world. I think it's important to listen to yourself to see if you're still grounded in reality. As someone who has several mental illnesses, it's important to really understand what's going on, to not think that you're going to lose your mind. So of course, making these videos makes me think that I'm not that messed up, that I can help people who also have mental illnesses and try to be more social, which I'm not. I've never been a social person. I've always been an introvert, and maybe it's because of my mental illnesses. Uh, I've I've always been a loner. In high school, I would eat mostly by myself. I had a few friends, but like in the twelfth grade, like in the twelfth grade, I would eat in my art teacher's classroom. So like people are the way they are. I'm not expecting to be totally social and totally like extroverted and like be the life of the party and like have all these friends. That's not what I'm into. I'm into quality friendships. Like my friend. I have a best friend that I've known for like 28 years, and like I try to communicate with them, and like other than him, I don't really have any friends. So that's another reason why I really want to make the effort, make the effort, reach out to people and um, let others understand that it's okay to be crazy. It's okay to have mental illnesses, especially when you know they're probably genetic. And just listening to yourself talk is therapeutic. Listening to the way you think, um, taking an effort to be social and try to make sense of not only your world but the world around you. Like for example, today Kobe Bryant passed away, and I felt goosebumps in my body. I just felt all these chills because like how I just thought to myself, well, how could it be that this person is so rich, yet he has all this money, but God took him to heaven. Like he's a filthy rich, and he passed away. it's tragic. You have all this money and you don't have the opportunity to spend it. Like Jenny Rivera, uh, who also passed away in a uh, plane crash, like Aaliyah, who passed away in a plane crash. Um, so many other people. It sucks. Like you have all this money, and you're not able to enjoy it. So like that's why they say that money cannot buy love. Money can't buy love. Money can't buy happiness. Money can't buy all these things. We strive to make money. We strive to have a career, to be independent, to we flaunt our money. As a society, we're so bombarded with money as a status symbol, money as power, which is good. I mean, I obviously money does give you power. Money does money does provide the ability to live a better life, to have health, to facilitate health. If you have money, you can afford the best doctors. If you have money, you have time to travel. You have it opens up so many things. So that's something that, like, yeah, it's good, but I mean, like, apparently God thought it was time for Kobe Bryant to go to heaven. Like, it sucks. It totally sucks. So I mean, like for another example, like Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, I was really into him. I was really into him, and like I thought he was really cool. And I saw him live at Ozfest. When I went to Ozfest when I was like 20, and it was a really good show. And I I was surprised. I was surprised that he committed suicide. Like these people seem to have everything. They seem to have so much power, so much money, so much fame, and they just don't want to live. They're not happy. They choose to die. Yeah. So it's like when you think about that, it makes you think the other way. To flip the coin and say, okay, I want to be happy. I want to do whatever it takes to reach my potential, to like make myself a better person, to work out, to be healthy, to lower my blood pressure, lower my cholesterol, all these things um, that are negative. So as I know I can be very negative, so I think it's time to be positive, to be optimistic, especially now that we're in a new decade. It's 2020, and it's time to make a new vision, to change your mind and live. Like to not be negative. I've always been very negative in my life, so I think it's time to change channel and like um, live your life, not be stuck in a bubble and like think everything's bad. Like some things are good. It's like how Clint Eastwood said the good, the bad, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So me making these videos is it's also therapeutic for me because I do love to I like listening to myself talk because I know that apparently I'm not that messed up. Um, when you actually take the time to listen to yourself and especially through video, you can see how you are doing. So I mean I feel good. I don't I feel fine. Um, like I do have high cholesterol, which I take a Tylenol for. Um, I try to eat healthy. I work out regularly. I walk for 2 hours when I can. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I do have my yeah, yeah. I still do eat McDonald's. I love the quarter pounder. I love the Big Mac. But I compensate with that by eating carrots, by eating oats, by walking for 2 hours, by drinking a lot of water. What so basically this channel is about it's about me, it's about mental illness. It's about whatever I want to talk about. Um, it just takes, it takes time. You have to be, of course, when you make these videos, you have to be calm, because if you're calm, you could just talk about whatever you want, like a diary. Um, that's what I see it as, obviously. So if you if other people listen to my diary, they will not be all done. They, like, for me, when I make this diary, I don't feel alone, because I can post it on YouTube and be social and not be stuck in my head, not be a hermit, not like, it's good to be friendly, it's good to be social, it's good to reach out, it's good to make these videos, it's good to be alive, literally. It's good to be alive. It is really good to be it is really good to be alive, because we could be dead the next day, like Kobe. Like, I felt chills when I found out he passed away. How could this be? Like he didn't have the chance, the opportunity to spend his money on himself and his family. Like, God took him early. Like, yeah, so of course, my diagnoses, it's a long list. It's a long list of diagnoses. I'm probably schizoaffective, bipolar, post traumatic stress disorder, definitely OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I Yeah, my mother has that. My sister has that. She cleans all day. My mother cleans all day. My On my mother's side, mental illness is genetic on both sides. Wait, duh. Mental illness. Wait. On my mother's side, they're all crazy. My dad, my mother's my mother's father, my mother's father, um, his brother had two sons who were born schizophrenic. So that in itself would tell you that it's definitely genetic. If two brothers are born crazy, then you know it's genetic. Like, and this one of their brothers committed suicide. He committed suicide. He hanged himself. Like, and then my grandmother, she had 8 kids, and each of those kids has at least one child with a mental illness. So I definitely believe I definitely believe it's genetic. So it is what it is. Like, okay, you just, like diabetes, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, which is also genetic on my mom's side. And when I tell her that her family is crazy, she gets mad. Like, she gets really pissed. She doesn't like hearing the truth. And I'm like, well, it's nothing against you. Like, I'm not. I tell her that I'm not blaming her. I tell her that it's just destiny. Like, it's obviously not easy. Like, of course not. Like, yeah, like, who wants to be crazy? Who wants to, like, be taking all these pills? Like, I've been taking pills for like almost 20 years. I'm 38. I'm gonna be 39. So, like, it gets tiring. Okay, like, okay, when is a pill enough? Like, so yeah, my mom doesn't want to listen to me talk about that because she's like, okay, well, she thinks that I'm blaming her, and obviously I'm not. So, like, yeah, so like, what I want to do is I also want to work at the mental clinic near my house because I want to work part time and I want to work part time and help people. And of course, they always say that helping people helps you, and it's true. Like to not be alone, to be productive, to not be stuck in your house all day doing nothing. So like even making these videos takes work. It takes effort, and if I really want to if I really want to if I really want to focus on my channel, I have to step it up and like make it better and be social, like talk slowly, actually try to make sense of what I'm saying. Like like last month I bought, well, I think this month I bought this huge I bought this huge 50-inch TV, and like I love it. Like it's so cool. I love watching TV. So yeah, I'm gonna be 39 in a few days. Today's January 26th, so my birthday's February 10th, so I'm excited about that. And so yeah, I don't really feel like manic right now, but like I know I am talking fast, but that's good. I don't I feel like I want to make videos. So that's what it's about. That's what my channel's about. My channel's gonna be about mental illness. It's about people bands that I'm into. Um, like my favorite artist. My favorite artists are my favorite artists are let me see, Trent Reznor, Marilyn Manson, Steve Nagavi, which I love. I got into him and one. I got into and one like approximately like I think in 2014. And yeah, I love him. Like I love him. Like, he's so cool. It's like I love him. Madonna, Depeche Mode, Lady Gaga, Linkin Park. Who else? So yeah, just I mean, just making these videos like makes you think about yourself, and it's good to listen to yourself talk because like then you can think about how you are doing, and like listening to yourself talk. It's good. Like it's therapeutic. It's like you don't feel alone because ultimately we're not alone. It's good to communicate to the world. It's good to be social. It's good to want to make friends and help people who are also have mental illness not feel alone, because ultimately we're not alone. Like life is good. Like um, it's important. It's really important to be optimistic, to not be stuck in your head as a person. But people who suffer, who endure, who have mental illness, it's more difficult. Like they tend to get more stuck in their head because it's not easy. Like I mean, especially having mental illness, like it's not easy. Like so, like That's another reason why I want to really step it up, make my channel interesting, help people, be social, listen to myself talk because it helps me. It's therapeutic. It's therapy. It's therapeutic for me to actually. It's therapeutic for me to actually reach out to people, to think that I'm not alone. Like that's what it's about. I'm a sociologist. Like I study people. Yeah. So it's not good to feel alone. It's not good to feel like you're bored. Like, look at all these people who kill themselves. Like, like Linkin Park, that guy, Chester Bennington. It sucks. Like, he has all this money and he wasn't happy. Like Jim Morrison, who was so young. He was so talented. He was so hot. He was so handsome, and he clocked out. He had so much potential, like Elvis Presley. All these people, Prince, like they just die. They're not happy. So yeah, you could be super rich. You could be super rich. You could have all this power. You could have all this fame, but you're miserable inside. You're empty. Yeah, you have all this food. Yeah, you don't want to eat. Like okay, all these stars, they're filthy rich. They have the ability to like eat filet mignon. They have the ability to enjoy life, but they're like not doing anything. They commit suicide. So like money, money helps, but it's not the cure to be happy. Money can't buy love. Money can't buy happiness. Money can't buy health. Like Steve Jobs, how he passed away. He had so much money, but it wasn't enough to save himself from whatever he had. Like it sucks. Like so you have to be happy with what you have. Like I'm not rich. Um, I have several mental illnesses, and it's not easy. I'm not gonna. It's obviously not easy, but I am. I survive. I'm trying to survive. I adapt, and I make lemons with lemonade. It's good to be optimistic and not negative, and like think to yourself that things will get better. You know how like listening to yourself talk and thinking to yourself, okay, well, maybe I'm not that messed up. Maybe it's all in my head. Because ultimately, people who have mental illness think that it's all. Wait, people who have mental illness, unfortunately, obviously, it might just be in their head. It might just be in their head, and they're the only ones. They're the few people that feel that way. If you have anxiety, uh, I have anxiety. If you have anxiety, if you have depression, if you're schizophrenic, if you're schizoaffective, but you don't see things, like if you feel like bad, if you feel depressed, like they're not good feelings, and if it's all in your head, what do? You try to be better. You try to change. You try to change the channel, and be make your life better, and not dwell on the negative, not dwell on whatever you're going through. Like if you're poor, but you have love, then you can't. It's a step in the right direction because like um, when you have a boyfriend, you can make YouTube channels. You can make it. You can make it. He could be in your YouTube channel and be social, help people, not feel alone. People, especially people who have mental illness. Like there's so much stigma attached to it. Like okay, nobody wants to talk about nobody wants to talk about their crazy brother, their crazy uncle, their crazy sister. It's not some duh. So that's something I have to live with. Okay, what do I do? I can't change my body. I can't change my DNA, so I have to live with what I have. If I'm fat, I have to lose weight. If I'm skinny, I have to gain weight. If I have high cholesterol, I have to take medication for that and not, work on that. If I, eat fiber, like walk a lot, do what it takes to not get a heart attack. Try to survive this crazy life. My grandfather, my grandfather, my mother's father was a poet. He would write poetry to his mom and to his wife. He was really into words, and I feel I'm very similar to him. My mother told me my mother told me that I walk like him, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, and I probably talk like him. I probably talk like him because I'm very into words too. Like, I like reading, I like talking. So making these videos is a good thing. Like, of course, everyone loves listening to themselves talk. People are so into their own minds, and they're they love hearing themselves talk. And for me especially, like, I think it's important to listen to myself, because, like, having mental illnesses, you if you listen to yourself talk, you can see how you are, and think not think that you're all messed up, and not be stuck in your head and say, oh my god, I'm crazy. Like, what do I do? Like, do I take another pill and not do I take another pill and make myself think that it'll go away? Obviously not. Pills pills are not miracles. Pills pills are not miracles. It's a lifelong battle. Do I cry? Do I just like stay in my house and cry a river? Obviously not. Um, I have to be social. I have to get a job. I have to help people. I want to help people. I want to help people with YouTube. I want to have a part time job in the at the mental clinic I go um, to be productive. Being productive is a good thing. Like, you don't want to be just like bored in your house doing nothing. Like, it's not fun. It gets tiring. It gets tired. So yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like this video. I really want to focus. I hope you guys like this video. I know I talk really fast, but if I help someone, if I have helped a few people with listening to my madness, if other people have enjoyed this video, like, uh, click on my, comment on my videos, subscribe, and thank you for listening to me, because thank you for listening to me. It does take effort to make these videos, and of course effort on your guys' part to listen to them. So that's what I want to do. I want to, like, in conclusion, um, in conclusion, I love listening to myself talk. I want to step it up and make this channel interesting to talk about whatever I want. Talk about life. Talk about the weather. Talk about Casboa, which I love. Talk about Don Diablo. I love Don Diablo. He's super talented. I love Steve Nagavi. I love Marilyn Manson. I was really into Linkin Park, but unfortunately, not anymore. I love Jim Morrison, and I guess try to make your life better. Reach out to the world and make a difference. Like, not be, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in your head, because it's really easy to uh, it's really easy to get stuck in your head. It obviously obviously it does get easy to get stuck in your head and think about, oh my god, like I'm crazy. What do I do? Like I feel alone. I don't have any friends. Like that's why I'm reaching out and making the effort on a worldwide level to not feel alone, to do what I can to change my mind. Like it's not easy for sure. It does take a lot of work, just to make these videos. So, anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for listening to me. I'm gonna definitely make more videos. I'm definitely gonna be more social and reach out to the world and not be like boring. Like, and I will say I do love listening to myself talk because then I realized I think to myself how I am, and I I I know that I'm not that messed up. It's not that bad. Yeah, I can be very. I tend to be very negative, like very negative. But like okay, like it's enough is enough. Maybe it's time to be positive, to be optimistic, and not like you know um, boring and like nobody likes to be around boring, depressed people. It gets tiring and old. Especially now that it's a new decade. It's time to change. Now that it's a new decade, it's time to change the channel and make it better. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Um, comment on my crazy comments. I hope you guys have a good night and be happy because life is life is way too short to not be happy and be miserable. Life is about being happy. Like life is so short. Like one day we're here and the next day we're not. So do what it takes to be happy. Like eat your damn Big Mac and then eat carrots to not get a heart attack. Okay. Around that note, have you guys have a good night, and I will see you guys soon. I can't stop talking. Maybe I do feel manic, but whatever is good. I mean, do I think I'm bipolar? Do I? I think I'm schizoaffective. I don't hallucinate. I don't see. Maybe I don't really see things, but I, if I'm schizophrenic, I probably am. If I think I'm schizophrenic, maybe I am. If I think I'm bipolar, I probably am. So I think schizoaffective makes more sense for me because like it's both. It is both schizophrenia and bipolar. So whatever, yeah. That's what my channel. That's obviously what my channel's gonna be about, for the most part. And yeah, that seemed to rhyme. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good night and peace out to the world. Peace out. Time to be optimistic, not do all the negative. Time to be calm. Say a few prayers. Say a few prayers to God. I believe in God. I definitely think that I should believe in God because like life is not easy. If you Life is not easy. So if you think there's a higher power that can help you in your life, that's good. Some people don't believe in God. Some people don't. They don't believe in a higher power. They're atheists. They don't believe in something else bigger than us. But I do. I definitely think I should. So on that note, you guys have a good night. Peace. Peace out. Bye.